I was always really like motivated as somebody who saw research as a means to shape better policies and practices. And so I was sitting there in Family Health Center and actually on the wards at General. This was the late 80s. And it was at that time there was a crisis that was really pronounced of people who just lacked insurance completely. This was the beginning of where we started moving towards we need to have attempts to achieve more broader universal coverage. And I would sit there, like I remember on the ward, I got called down to admit somebody from the emergency department. She was a working class woman, actually had a house that she had just bought. This is again, maybe when it was a little more affordable. And she had just been diagnosed with subacute bacterial endocarditis. I mean, the kind from having rheumatic heart disease. And she was terrified, not so much of being so sick, but that she would lose her home if she was admitted because she had no health insurance. And I was sitting there like, medical school has not prepared me. I knew actually what to do about treating somebody with endocarditis, but it didn't prepare me what to do when somebody said, because of this god-awful insurance system we have, she is pitting her economic kind of goals in life against her own health needs. And that just seems so wrong. I think it's so much more compelling when you are a researcher, again, not to discount people who are not clinicians, but to get up and say, I'm going to give you some research findings, some of my own research, whether you're testifying at a government thing or some other forum, but to say, and you know what, this is all rooted in my day-to-day reality of still being a practicing clinician. So to me, all this has been very much a holistic approach of rooted in one's experience, and how do those experiences identify the questions that you are think important, and then how do you take the answers once you get them to try to then change those things that are upsetting you that need to be changed.